Hello, blue and white fans. It's going to be wild after Ament's statement about Wilson. Not with Caleb, no way. This guy is a winner. He's won at every level he's been at. I feel like playing with someone like Caleb Wilson would be beneficial for both of us. Growing together as freshmen, he said. Pope can coach both of them at Kentucky. It's something special what's been happening in the blue and white team. Before the news, subscribe to the channel to receive more news from the Wildcats. Mark Pope has stood out as a strategist capable of balancing the work of building a competitive team for March Madness and the arduous recruiting process, essential to keep the Kentucky Wildcats among the giants of college basketball. And the results are already starting to appear. In addition to the recruitment of Jasper Johnson and Malachi Moreno, Pope has a keen eye and is looking at more pieces, and that's where he comes in. Nate Aon, 5-star power forward. Is he coming? Well, after his statement, it was clear that he would like to play with Wilson, who is another guy who could land on the team. Ament, ranked as the 4th best player in the 2025 class by On3, is a rare gem in recruiting. The player, the 6'9" combines versatility and raw potential, traits that make him one of the most coveted prospects at the moment. In addition, his dynamic style of play and ability to play in different positions align perfectly with Pope's offensive philosophy, which prioritizes speed, points in transition, and three-point shooting. In a recent interview with Jamie Shaw of On3, Nate Aon made clear his admiration for Pope and the style of play that the coach implements at Kentucky. Coach Pope makes them play fast, score a lot of points, and shoot a lot of three-pointers, Ament said, highlighting how this model can enhance his development in college basketball. Another factor that could weigh in Kentucky's favor is the possibility of Ament playing alongside Caleb Wilson, another elite prospect who has already committed to the Wildcats. Ament acknowledged the positive impact that such a partnership could have. Not with Caleb, no way. This guy is a winner. He's won at every level he's been at. I feel like playing with someone like Caleb Wilson would be beneficial for both of us growing together as freshmen, he said. The potential connection between Ament and Wilson could be a huge difference maker in recruiting. Pope has the opportunity to attract 2 of the top talents in the 2025 class, and the connection between the players, coupled with the leadership of a strategic coach, could create a formidable foundation for the program in the years to come. While Duke is seen as the favorite to land Ament, Mark Pope's persistence and Kentucky's structure could be a game-changer. Pope has already demonstrated a knack for landing top talent, as evidenced by the strong start of his 2025 class. Now, the coach has a chance to show that he can compete with the majors in a high-level recruiting game, especially in a competitive environment like Ament's. With his assessment skills and long-term strategy, Pope is transforming the Kentucky Wildcats into an even more fearsome force. His ability to mold a team from high school transfers and commits points to a bright future. If Ament decides to wear blue and white, it could mark the beginning of a new era in Lexington, led by Pope and fueled by a generation of talented youngsters. I want to hear your thoughts. Still speaking of recruits, the first name that came up on the blue and white team is him, or Ashkenazi. Mark Pope's work at Kentucky continues to impress with his ability to combine strategy, long-term vision, and innovation in recruiting. In addition to focusing on young American talents like Nate Aon and Caleb Wilson, Pope demonstrates a global mindset when exploring the international market, including interest in Israeli point guard or Ashkenazi. Ashkenazi is an experienced player for his 21 years. Having accumulated 3 seasons in the Israeli Basketball Premier League with Hapoel Eilat. His breakout year in 2023-24 showed his versatility, averaging 4.5 points, 4.0 rebounds, 1.5 assists, and 1.0 steals in 24.1 minutes per game. While his shooting percentages still have room for improvement, 35.8% from the field and 25% from 3, the skill set that Ashkenazi brings to the court is intriguing, especially his ability to contribute in multiple areas of the game. Kentucky's interest in Ashkenazi reflects Pope's bold approach, as he is not afraid to explore the international market for players who can elevate the program. Working alongside his assistant Mikhail McLean, who has reached out to the players' agency, Pope has shown that he is willing to travel the globe to ensure that Kentucky remains a powerhouse in college basketball. The transition of an Israeli professional player to college basketball in the United States can be tricky, especially with eligibility issues. However, the fact that Kentucky, along with other renowned programs such as Auburn and Ohio State, are showing interest suggests that there are viable avenues to bring Ashkenazi to college basketball. If Pope can pull off this acquisition, it would be a bold and strategic move, further cementing Kentucky's reputation as a destination for global talent. Ashkenazi's potential goes beyond his stats. His experience in the European professional scene prepares him to handle the intensity and pressure of American college basketball. He would bring not only depth to the roster, but also a different tactical perspective that can be integrated into Pope's fast-paced, modern offensive style. This highlights the coach's ability to adapt his strategies to the individual strengths of his players, maximizing collective performance. Mark Pope is building a legacy of innovation at Kentucky, combining local stars, elite prospects, and now international talent. His vision not only strengthens the present, but also sets the stage for a future in which Kentucky remains one of the most respected and feared programs in college basketball. The interest in Ashkenazi is further proof that Pope is willing to go beyond convention to ensure the Wildcats continue their great tradition. What do you think of the potential interest in this guy? Let us know.